if you ever were portrayed or like seen in a negative light, like how would you handle that, like emotionally, blah blah. And I was like, that'd be tough on anyone, but I was like, I have such a big family, a loving family, that I was like, I think I'd be okay. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, like, you've done that successfully, but every experience is not as always going that smooth. So like, one, obviously, like, I commend you on that because you held your head high, you were, had all this integrity, but you were also very vulnerable about the times that you did feel like rejected, or you didn't feel like, hey, as a black woman, I don't feel desirable right now. And that's important. So I know that going into my season of Big Brother, both the first season and the second season, I was very aware of the portrayal of black women on television. So when I went into my first season of Big Brother, I wasn't even expecting there to be another black individual on the show. Luckily, it turned out to be my husband. But for the second season, it was completely...
That was kind of a little clip, and that was interesting, listening to the black women speak about this who are on reality TV. I like both women on here, on the show that they played, especially listening to Bayleigh, because just naturally talking to another black woman, you're just speaking candidly. She's saying she didn't expect to see anybody on her show, and of course, for her second time going on there, she meets her. Of course, she meets her husband when she does go on there. That's something special. But listening to Justine talk, that also blew me away. Of her experience of being called Oreo. I experienced that being a black young girl who was raised in the military. Was called that my whole life. So it was intriguing to hear them speak about the things they go through, because a lot of us have went through that. So I enjoyed the interview. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Question mark of, am I going to be the only, black woman returning? And I had to weigh a lot of things pretty heavily, like, how do I want to come off? I know that I can't pop off. I know that I can't have any, attitude or whatever, because I don't want to be perceived a certain way. And on my show, I was tested. I had, somebody kind of get in my face and push me to the limit, and I had to be like, hold on, let me make sure that I stay, within my character. But did you feel like going into, Love Island, you had to seriously weigh that being, an African American woman, and just avoiding any of those stereotypical judgments?
So just like the person that I am, like I've never, and I think a lot of people like see that, like, oh, how come Justine never popped off? Like people talk about like that. I've never been that kind of personality. But like there are things that I did have to like think about, because I remember growing up, I got a lot of like, oh, you're an Oreo, like like you sound like you talk like a white
proper.
girl.
Oh my God. Yep,
and I'm so like that for me, it's like crazy, because like that's something I genuinely thought about. I was like, what if people are gonna come for me because like I'm not stereotypically black, like I genuinely, because I got it so much like growing up, and then just like appearance wise, and I tried never to use the race card as often, because I'm just the type of person who like I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and just never be like, oh, it's because I'm black.
One thing that I've learned is TV,
but then somehow you're just still never somebody's first choice,
never
or like
seen.
chosen.
Yes.
Exactly. So like that's when it makes you kind of wonder, like, am I just like not desirable?
First of all, shout out to two black queens doing this together, who have both been on reality TV and decided to actually speak about their experiences together. The word pop off, I want to speak about that, because I've used that more than one time, speaking my Big Brother, and just period, reality TV and black women. And that is a phrase that is associated with us all the time. Oh, they're going to pop off. Even in you get your job, anywhere you go, you're going to pop off. I actually was enlightened and enjoyed the conversation, because they're like, look, let's break this down. I'm on a reality show, and I may run into people who are not going to be like me. And I have to deal with that. Dealt with my whole life, can still deal with it. I have to control myself. Justine says that for her, she never really had that type of personality where, she would pop off if she was like mad or whatever. Bayleigh was honest and was like, look, I have popped off before, and, I have had to watch what I said or how I reacted, because I didn't be betrayed as a certain type of way. I really enjoyed the conversation because it was real. These are the topics and things that I've said over time. And Justine was literally the first black couple, her and Caleb, to win Love Island. And of course, we still going to have a mini first as far as black people. And unfortunately, in 2020, you know, for us, it's so many firsts that are happening. It's been like 27 years, 30 some years, 100, whatever it is. But to hear the two of them speak, like, okay, even though this happened to me, I went through this journey. And I crossed over and succeeded. And I'm a queen in my own right and doing my thing. But at the same time, I got to talk about the negativity that's happened. You know, they talk about how, you know, the network, I guess CBS was good to them or whatever. But they got to be real and speak about the negative. You know, it's like being the only black girl, period. And she was saying she didn't want to be at, like, Love Island, UK. You know, a lot of things happen there. It's like this year and then probably after this, people trying to remedy the negative stereotypes and, you know, all these things that trigger us to get upset or whatever. This year, people are trying to rectify that. So, the first are great. They are. But when you hear the ladies talk, it's like, oh, wow. Behind the scenes, it was pretty crappy. So, if you have not seen Bayleigh's episode 1, Penthouse, I told you guys before this was coming out, go check it out. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to whoever else she has on here. Hopefully, Dave Vaughn is going to be one of her guests as well. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, go check it out.